Hey, you're watching Austin Underground. I'm Belicia, and I'm here with Lenka, all the way from Australia. So when did you fly in?
A couple of days ago I got to LA, and then this morning, very early, 7 a.m. flight, got here.
Yeah. So I've never been to Australia. It's way down under. But how does it compare, the music scene from Australia, to the one in the States?
I'm actually not the best person to ask because my career is actually quite based in America, Europe and Asia. I actually really don't have much of a career in Australia because I lived over here for 6 years. But I think that it's quite a small market, so it can be quite insular. Like, you can be a big band in Australia and no one's ever heard of you overseas, and vice versa. So I don't know, like vice versa is what I'm experiencing. But at the same time, radio is kind of the same. Like pop radio, you'd hear the same songs.
Yeah, so how did you first get into the music business?
Well, I was an actress for a long time, and I loved singing, and I'd grown up doing a bit of music. My dad's a musician. And I joined a band, and actually the first time I ever came to America was for South by Southwest with that band, Dakota Ring, 2006.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a while ago, 9 years ago, yeah. And I'd never had any interest in coming to America, which is odd for an actor because most actors kind of like have their sights set on Hollywood. And I got here and I was like, wow, I should have come here ages ago. This is so cool. And then I wanted to come back over more. And yeah, so I was in a band called Dakota Ring, which was an indie band from Australia. And then I decided that I wanted to go solo and kind of and moved to LA to like start that. That's why my career is more America-centric.
So your new single just released, Blue Skies, right? In the video along with it, which is fabulous, the blue skies. And I saw your phone case.
I know, right?
Even
Custom.
has blue skies. So
Everything is blue. My nails. I'm just like obsessed with sky blue now.
yeah. So tell me about that song.
It's a song about being optimistic and having faith that the future is going to be better, and uses the weather as a metaphor. I actually wrote it in the car on a stormy day with my little boy in the back seat, and he was singing along, and it was just such an easy image to represent something getting better. And my album is largely about that kind of idea, about hope for the future, and it's called The Bright Side. So it's like looking on the bright side or living on the bright side, and just the whole thing of trying to be happy and wanting to be happy and being happy, making sure that you are happy and you live a good life.
Yeah. So your music is really light and happy and melodic. So what drew you towards that vibe?
Well, early on, it wasn't. Like a lot of songwriters or anyone that writes poetry or anything, you just purge all these dark emotions and feelings. And I wanted to write a happy song. So songs like The Show early on in my first album came out of this desire to try to write. I would really sit down and be like, I'm not going to write a depressing song. I'm going to try and write something that is uplifting. And then I got really good at it. It was hard at first. It was a real challenge. And then I found I didn't want to do anything else. That's what I wanted to do. And people respond really well to that. The messages that I get from my fans are so lovely that it makes me want to do it more.
The camera person just sneezed, but...
It was cute. It was really cute. So now actually it's flipped. I have to dig deep to kind of find other emotions. That's just what I want to do, is just share a little bit of joy with people. It's my main mission.
What's been your favorite reaction from the fans?
When people tell me about having some bad time in their life and that my music helped them get through it is a very nice feeling for me. People sometimes, if they've been sick or they've had a really bad breakup, or little kids, it makes me feel like I'm doing something good with my life, even though I'm just making pop music. It's but if I can help people get into a better mood or feel better about themselves, it's nice.
So your songs are featured a lot on movies and commercials. So what has that been like for you?
It's been awesome. It's been my favourite part of my career. Though I love touring and things like that, when I can see my song used in somebody else's artistic project, like a movie or even a commercial or something, I'm like, it feels really good because it's I don't know, I feel connected to something else, and it pays the bills as well. It's really a great, in this world where no one really buys albums anymore, unfortunately. well, true fans do, yeah. The money is so much lower for musicians that it's really great when somebody comes along and goes, hey, we want to give you a bunch of money to put your song in our ad. And people used to say no, but now everybody says yes.
So you're really active on your blog, but there was this one point from like 2013 to 2015, like I was like scrolling down, it was like nothing, but like, so what was going on in your life during that time?
I was just focusing on being a mum. I did actually release an album in 2013, but it was a pretty small release, and it was like they were lullabies. It was a quiet little thing. I don't know. I felt I got a little bit social media saturated, and just wanted to focus on going to the beach. Like, I don't know, living a life, and also I had a toddler, and I had to focus on that for a while because touring, I'd spend a lot of time away. Yeah, it's hard. It's a lot of work, and to do the two at once is quite tricky, so I tend to sort of change hats. So right now I'm wearing my work hat, and unfortunately I don't get to see my kid as much, but I just will do that for a little while, and then I'll change hats again and just be like full-time mum.
How has motherhood affected your music?
Yeah, I'm sort of going with what he wants a little bit. Like the Lullaby album was when he was a tiny baby, so I wanted soothing music for him. And now he's a toddler, he just wants to dance. Like his favourite song is Uptown Funk. He's like, hot damn, it's just funky. And he wants that from me too. Like if I'm singing something, he's like, play a happy song, Mum. So I think it's definitely, helping keeping me on track, because that's what my fans want too, so I got to do what the toddlers and the fans want.
So he's your main boss.
Yeah, he's kind of like my sounding board. Yeah.
Well, how's been South by been treating you?
We have just started, so yeah, I've really braced myself for the madness. I've got like a thick skin on. I'm not going to let anything affect me. You see these bands walking around, they're so excited. They're just like, they're like drunk already, and I'm just like, nah, this is my 4th time. Just take it slow.
Yeah. I totally get that. Well, we wish you luck on the rest of your South by. Hopefully it's not insane and hectic and hell. But
not till after my showcase, then it can get insane.
You and your son can get hectic together on 6th Street.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you, and thanks for watching.